Bare necessity, but simple bare necessity. Bare necessity, but simple bare necessity.
Hey there, it's Reread and welcome to today's video. This video is something that I'm very excited for because it is a tag that my friend Margaret over at the Word Nerd created and tagged me in, so I'm pretty excited. This is the end of the Year TBR Tag. Can't remember if that's exactly what you called it, but it's a tag for creating a TBR for the end of the year. Here's the thing. I don't think that I will actually be able to read all of these books that I have selected. However, I don't think I did too bad. I think there's a possibility that I can get to most of them. So let's go ahead and get straight into the tag. Question number 1 is a new release you would like to read. I have 2 different books that I have selected. One of them is House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. Very interested in getting to this by the end of the year. It's supposed to be weird and, you know, I just like a strange, weird book, and it's beautiful and it sounds like weird and fun and enjoyable. Also, Across the Green Grass Fields by Shannon McGuire. I have read the entire Wayward Children series up to this point now, and I'm very excited to continue on. I know that there are conflicting feelings about this particular installment, and as a My Little Pony fan myself, it'll be interesting to compare and contrast what she has created based off of, you know, her love of MLP and figuring out, you know, what my thoughts are. It'll be interesting because I know that that's what inspired this idea, this equine world situation, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Alright, the next question is books that you would like to reread before the end of the year. So I did select a couple of these because I already had a couple in mind. So one of them I just kind of added in as a possibility if I can make it. Things That She's Seen by Amblin and Ezekiel Quamelina. This is one of the group books for Avengers, so I definitely will be rereading this. I also am planning on rereading Wild Girls by Rory Power. The first time I read this, I was not super impressed. I liked some things about it, but it was like a middle of the road. Ooh, my camera did a weird thing. Okay. It was like a middle of the road book for me, but I really want to give it another shot because I think maybe I was being hypercritical. Or it just was because it wasn't exactly what I expected in some aspects that I struggled a little bit with enjoying it. I got through it quickly, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I think I might upon second look. I'm hoping that I like it more this time. So the last one is a maybe, and that is The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert. I want to reread The Hazelwood so I can read the sequel because there are a lot of people who didn't like this book. I was intrigued by it. I thought it was interesting. It wasn't my favorite thing in the whole world, and I want to reread it to see what my thoughts are on it now, but I also want to read the second book because a lot of people say, like, if you like this one then you'll dislike that one and vice versa. I want to read the second one just to see. That leads us right into the next question, which is a series you want to continue. As I just said, I wanted to read Hazelwood so I can continue. I would like to read The Night Country to actually do that, to continue in the series. Another series I would like to continue is one that I've already mentioned, and that is the Wayward Children series by reading Across the Green Grass Fields. I am also planning on continuing in Paper Girls. I am currently, I need to read volume 3 next, and I will be reading that soon because of the Civil War boss battle. Alright, this next one is going to take me a second to get a good grip on. Okay. I am in need of continuing on my read of The Dark Artifices. I reread the first 2 books and I finally got to read what do you call it? Ghost of the Shadow Market. It's time to finish the series and read Queen of Fear and Darkness. Number 4, a buddy read, and that for me is going to be all of the Avengers books, the group books for Avengers. I don't have any other kinds of buddy reads planned, so I need to read The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, which is this month's group book. And then we have September's group book, The Things She's Seen. And then October is going to be These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. And then we have November, Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Booley. And finally, for December, Ace of Spades. This is another new release that I wanted to get to. Number 5, something in a genre or age range you need to read more of. So I want to read more craft books. And so I selected one of the most popular craft books that I still have yet to read, and that is Save the Cat Writes a Novel by Jessica Brody. This is like one of the most popular craft books out there. I've had it for a while, but I have yet to actually read it, so that is something that I plan on trying to do. Hopefully I can read this maybe during like Preptober, or maybe even like before Preptober, so that I can actually implement it while I'm working on prepping some things. I'm not really sure how Nano is gonna go for me, because like I'm kind of stuck on this one project that I want to work on, and to be able to work on it I need to outline book 2 so that I can write book 1, because I don't want to start writing book 1 until I at least have an outline for book 2 so that it flows more naturally. So I'm a little stressed about that aspect of my life, but we'll see. I at least want to read another craft book, even if I don't get to do a lot of writing, even if I just kind of use the time to work on outlining and stuff, and don't actually do a traditional Nano. You know, we'll figure it out. Sam, what do you want, honey? He's like being the most needy every time I film lately. A book from a previous TBR. This I'm kind of cheating a little bit, because like technically it still is currently on my TBR, but I'm counting it because I previously put this on my TBR for Vaultathon and I didn't get to it, and that is Wilder Girls. So I am going to include this, even though technically it is on my TBR now. I mean, it was on a TBR for a previous event, so I feel like it counts. I'm gonna count it. Next we have a recent acquisition. For this, I don't have anything set that I really am confident that I'm going to 100% get to, but I have a couple things that I might try to get to. But I'm not making any promises about it, because they're not currently on my planned set of books for Avengers, so I don't make any promises that I will get to all of them. But I'm hoping that by choosing 3 different options that I will at least be able to fit one of them on a board. So we have I Let You Go by Clara McIntosh. I previously read a book by her via audio and really enjoyed it, and I want to continue to expand my thriller experience. So since I previously enjoyed one of her thrillers, I'm hoping that I will enjoy another one from her. I also have another thriller, Never Have I Ever, by Jocelyn Jackson. I couldn't remember her last name. By Jocelyn Jackson, and this, I've heard, see, Lala did a whole video where she was doing books that she got in, like, blind date with a book setups type things. So she ended up with this book, and it was a book that she had already purchased as well. So she was definitely already interested in the book, but ended up not liking it. So I don't know if it's because it's the type of thriller that it was that she didn't like it, or if it's poorly done. So we shall see. But I really still liked the synopsis and the idea of it. The setup sounded enjoyable to me. So I still wanted to try it out, even if it fails me. And I got it on sale, so it was like, you know, if it does fail me, it's not like I'm losing out on that much. So then we have Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. I did recently acquire this, so I thought I'd throw it in to this list, as it also fits another question. The next question is a book that is on my physical TBR, and that is going to be, for me, Vampires Never Get Old, Tales with Fresh Bite. Ooh la la. I really want to see if these are as cringy as I hope they're not. I hope they're not cringy. I really do. Because vampires can be really enjoyable to read if they're well done. So this is an anthology with several authors. I have read from Tessa Gratton before, and Mark Ashuro before, and V.E. Schwab before. So I'm looking forward to their stories, and I've never read from the other ones, but I've heard of some of them, like Danielle Clayton and Julie Murphy I've heard of before. So I'm excited to try out some of their writing and see how it goes. I'm really excited for this book because anthologies are always a great time. There's always an adventure to it. The cover is just so punk. It's like very neon punk. You know, if you know, you know. And it's a whole vibe. Number 9, a hyped book. This is why I did choose to go ahead and add Cemetery Boys, because I feel like it is definitely a very hyped book. And of my recent acquisitions and books that are on my shelves that I would be okay with throwing into my TBR for the end of the year, I feel like this is an option. Don't know if I'm going to be in the mood for it, but I thought I'd, throw it on here as a possibility. Alternatively, if I can get my hands on it, possibly One Last Stop, because everybody is freaking out over this book, and so I feel the need to consider it for this hyped situation. So the last question is a previous DNF, and you see, the thing is I don't really DNF books. When I do put a book down, I do plan on picking it back up. I would definitely have to be in the right headspace for the circumstances where I'm currently 8 books behind on my Goodreads challenge here. Like, I'm trying to, like, I already have enough long books on my TBR. Basically, that is gonna be it. The last question is, who do you tag? I tag, let's see, Rye from Rye's Reading Corner, Belle's Library, Vanessa. Let's do Vanessa. From Vanessa Reyes, I'm tagging you too. Let's see how many books I actually have on this list now. And then the other group books. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 books. It's not gonna happen. But I am gonna try to get to at least some of these books that I have mentioned. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night, whatever time it is for you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell down below so that you'll be notified every time I post new videos. Also, make sure that you go and subscribe to Margaret's channel and thank her for making this tag, and subscribe to the other people I mentioned and tagged so that you can see when they post their response to the tag. Thank you guys so much for watching, or no, I will see you guys tomorrow with another BookTube beta video. Peace out, Bear Scouts.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your stress. I mean it, bare necessities. That's why a bear can rest at ease with just the bare necessities of life. Yeah, with just the bare necessities of life.